It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchuk, joined by Alex Duffalo for PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. It was 34 years ago today that Mario Lemieux's Pittsburgh Penguins won back-to-back Stanley Cup championships, becoming just the fifth NHL team since they joined the league to successfully defend a title. 34 years later, Team West of the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League is trying to become the first team of the PIHL Girls Division era to successfully defend a crown. It is Championship Monday, presented by Craft House Stage and Grill. Team West in green, Team North decked out most appropriately in Pittsburgh black and gold here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. North was the regular season champion, the second straight #1 seed to reach the final, Alex, and they've been playing just well enough offensively to get the job done and get here, and getting great defense and goaltending.
Yeah, you and I were talking about that pre-game and before we went live on this broadcast, how Team North has a few players, ones that I noted down here were Lexi Diamond, who scored a goal last game. She likes to sit out in front of the net in that middle slot area. And then you also have Emma Yenny and Malia Clougherty. Those three tend to be the offensive facilitators for Team North. And then they have an amazing defense in goalie depth that helps back up whether they score 1 goal or 2 goals on the whole game.
Jovi Canacci, the Ellis School junior, had a great regular season in goal. Cassidy Newman had a great semifinal, turning aside 22 shots by Team Southwest to nail down the narrow victory for Team North. Malia Clougherty, you mentioned her. She's got 8 goals and 14 points on the regular season and postseason, putting her in the top 5 in league scoring. Clougherty, a Laurel High School sophomore and Neshannock Co-op hockey product, also representing Steel City Selects. For Team West, as Carolina Jenko, another Steel City Selects products, goes, and as Isabel King goes, so goes the fortunes of that team. In 4 losses this year, they've combined for just 3 points. In their 8 victories, including last week's semifinals, Jenko and King have combined for 33 points, Alex.
Yeah, that's quite a hefty number. And I'd like to point out, too, I have written down Claire Dixon on my list. She's a young prospect, but, man, from what I saw so far in this playoff, she's super heavy on the forecheck, and I think she's going to be a key player in today's game, because if they can utilize that heavy forecheck, they can get those other players, like you talked about, King and Jenko, into some nice open areas.
She was, by recent standards, unusually quiet last Thursday, but she has 7 goals in her last 4 games still. She didn't have that many in her previous 5 put together, so the light bulb has really gone on for her the closer she's gotten to the playoffs. In last year's championship game, King and Jenko combined for 5 goals and 6 points, including a hat trick by Quaker Valley's Isabel King in that Mercy Roll victory over Southeast. Team North trying to join Team West as the second consecutive #1 seed to win a championship in PIHL Girls. We would imagine they're going to present maybe a little bit stiffer challenge with that great team defense and the goaltending depth.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a tale as classic as time. You have a heavily defensive team and against a really prolific offensive team with Team West, Team North being the heavily defensive team. And I think this is just going to be one of those games where it's back and forth, and it might either be a 1 or 2 goal game, or it's going to be a bloodbath.
Fittingly, 2 of the teams that began the year on opening night, April 14th, will end it for the PIHL Girls campaign in 2026. North won at the Barrel Complex that night, holding Jenko and King off the score sheet entirely. We'll see if there's a reversal of fortune here on Championship Monday as Team West controls this puck off the opening faceoff. Jenko fires just wide of the post to the right of starting goaltender Jovi Canacci, who's back in there after toughing out an overtime victory in the quarterfinals with 21 saves against 8th-seeded Team East. Isabel King met at her own blue line by Ella Butler before dumping it in the vicinity of the Team North stripe. Outletted for Ellie Fabian, the North Catholic senior. Her shot blocked by Ella Schultz, and covering that puck back on the horse for head coach Ed Schultz is Olivia Kraus, the South Fayette sophomore.
Yeah, and Kraus, I mean, she let up 2 goals last game and got pulled early, but they weren't exactly goals that you should be too distressed about. She still had a pretty good performance, and I'm looking forward to see how she bounced back today.
Kraus, 3-2 overall, 373 goals against, 857 save percentage. During last year's championship run for West, 6-0, 3.0 GAA, 868 save percentage. Jenko going to work in the corner, trying to victimize Butler. It's played behind the net by King, the dynamic duo out there already for Team West. It's centered in front for Jenko. Jenko trying to score short side. Dixon trying to make it a tremendous trio. Resetting to the point for Ava Franis. And her shot is turned aside by goaltender Kanachi as North ices it a minute 21 in. Kanachi, 6-0 on her season, 244 goals against, 876 save percentage. Part of that bronze medal team at USA Hockey Nationals for Steel City Selects, where she earned a .904 save percentage in her games played in that event. Eliana Karam, the rookie playing it around defensively for Team North, turned over to Abby Taylor, who had a pair of assists in last year's championship game. Maddie Relia is pressured back to center. Zamiska, the South Fayette sophomore, trying to play it outside the zone. Eve Cooper, the agent of chaos for Team North. It's collected again by Relia. Relia, 1-on-2. Relia trying to split the D and protects this puck. Doesn't shoot it, tries to force it through Karam, and it comes out the other side for Shaylee Welsh. Welsh trying to go out in front for Taylor. That hit something and deflected off the near boards. Sent to the point for Relia. Caitlin Wiley through the skates of Taylor, and recovering early on defensively is Karam for North. Wiley unable to advance that puck. It's played across the line by Colleen Warner, who has 6 points as a PIHL girls newcomer this season. Ella Schultz, one of the premier offensive defenders in PIHL girls, playing that puck for West. 6 goals, 9 points overall for the South Fayette Lioness. Two-line pass for Dixon. Dixon inside the left circle, tries to go short side and misses. Rebound sent around the cage and played by Dahlia Cooper. Cooper, one of the North Allegheny senior twins, or sisters I should say, on head coach Tom Diamond's squad. Over half a dozen NA Tigers in all on the Team North roster this season. Hence the black and gold perhaps, as this one is stolen by Blatz, trying to feed Dixon. It's backed up by Schultz. Schultz creating space. Schultz fires. Save made by Kanachi. King has the rebound for Team West. King trying to go out in front. Good defensive coverage by North. Grace Zahorchak unable to clear. West with the first couple of shots on goal, 4 minutes into a scoreless championship game. Deflected to the extended goal line area by Dixon. Played by Team North up the left side, but not far. Dixon trying to get penetration around Teresa Warner, the elder of the Warners. North in the middle of a line change, and they'll just dump this puck as West plays it out to the neutral zone. Somebody shaken up for Team North, and it's Marie Doucette, the Pine Richland Ram, getting up slowly. So we get a whistle with 12:37 to go in the first.
Man, Team West is absolutely coming out firing today, Matt. I mean, Team North knew they had to have a pretty good defensive game, but they're being hemmed pretty well in their own end.
Team West as this year's 3 seed, reaching their 3rd consecutive PIHL Girls Final. It's cliche to say they've been here before, but they have, and they certainly are looking like it early on as they try to jump on top early against a team that has played some solid defensive hockey and already owns a victory over Team West from the beginning of the regular season. Kanachi, 26 saves in that season opener to get the victory for North at the time. Perhaps not a surprise that Tom Diamond would go back to her for this final contest. And here comes Malaya Clougherty, the focal point of that North attack. Dispossessed by Taylor. Backed up by Doucette is Clougherty. Fabian trying to keep it in the zone, and she does, but gives it right to Frannis. And the league assist leader, with 11 of those entering Monday, will ice this puck for the champs. Face off to the right of Kraus, who registered just 3 saves, getting pulled after Melina Patasi's early second period goal last Thursday. Backup Ava Jamolkowski, the Chartiers Valley youngster, got credit for the overtime victory. A victory earned by Carolina Jenko's natural hat trick. Dixon to the corner. Sets up Relia. Relia on goal. Save made and cleared promptly by Flickinger. The Mars youngster not standing on ceremony. Flickinger slowly up the right side. Fabian couldn't handle the outlet pass, and this time it's icing on North. Team North coming in with 9 wins, 2 of them after regulation. Team West surviving their first overtime of 2026 in last Thursday's semifinal on the island. They have 8 wins in all. From the corner, King out in front. One-timer by Dixon, the save made, and the rebound cleared promptly by Maddie Gibson. Close call there for North. Kept on side by West. Flickinger behind her own cage. Schultz will retreat with Fabian chasing after her. And the point is moot as this USA Hockey crew calls icing. And speaking of which, our USA Hockey crew for this championship game is Miller and Banasic. They are the referees, and the linespersons are Ferris and Peterson. Back to action in the Team North zone. North wins the own zone draw, and Colleen Warner has it near side for the regular season champs. Gianna Saltrick, the Shaler Titan, chips it behind the West goal. Schultz reversing the play, surrounded by black shirts. North plays takeaway. They try to work it out to center point for Karam. Karam has it on the right side now for North. Karam has a step on Schultz from an angle. It's wide of the stick of Cooper. Welsh backtracking, trying to clean up her own zone. And Cooper sets something of a pick and forces it to center for Taylor. Taylor trying to set up Wiley, who was wide open on the left side, but Taylor too well marked to make that play. Saltrick pressured by Frannis from behind. Under 10 to go in this scoreless first period. Still nary a shot on goal for Team North. 4 thus far for Team West. And if you're Team West, you want to start making good on that early shot advantage, because otherwise that's when strange things start to happen often in these high-stakes games. King with a little hiccup as she hesitated before shooting it. Jenko playing takeaway along the near boards. Jenko creating space but forgot the puck. Now gets it back. Fires through a crowd, but that's blocked easily by Teresa Warner. Blatz couldn't keep it inside the line. Emma Yenny gains center ed and dumps it in. That deflects off a Team West blade out to Dahlia Cooper. Cooper, it pinballs off something and it's Fanon out in front. And Yenny buries it top corner. What'd I tell you? It just took one for Team North, and Emma Yenny gets her 8th of the season to make it a 1-0 lead. Get her an orange and a grape and none of that stinking root beer. Nobody could find that bouncing puck, including goaltender Kraus, and Yenny made him pay.
Yeah, I think that bouncing puck was almost an omen before the goal even happened. Once that thing started flying around and we didn't know where it was going, I had a feeling that it might just end up in the back of the net. And credit to Yenny because she roofed that thing. That was a heck of a shot.
Team North doing what you thought they might do, Alex. Play a defensive game, be patient, wait for their opportunities. They got a very fortunate one there, but they made good on it all the same. And they draw first blood here on Championship Monday. Zahorchak, stick checked at center. Over the line is Clougherty. Clougherty fires off the glove hand of Kraus. And certainly the pressure now on Kraus to keep her cool between the ears as it's banged in, or is it? Yes, it is! Did Doucette touch that? It is 2-0 South. 2 goals, seconds apart. And it is Marie Doucette for the first time since the 2024 semis getting on the score sheet. She doubles the lead for Team North, and they brought their flippin' toys with them.
Yeah, man, when it rains, it pours right now. Team North is really taking advantage of this momentum swing. And credit to Kraus, I mean, she laid out and tried to stop that puck from getting through, but when you have 3 or 4 black jerseys in the crease poking at that puck, it's going to find its way to cross that red line.
Officially, Yenny from Bombayko, who suddenly has 3 points in the postseason after not registering any during the regular season, and Dahlia Cooper gets the secondary assist. We'll await the official word, but we believe Marie Doucette, the Pine Richland Junior, has picked up her first goal of the season. 2 shots, 2 goals in the literal drop of a hat. Dixon going short side. That blocker save made by Kanachi. Well, if there's one team that has the firepower to chase the game successfully, you would think it's Team West, just looking at them on paper, but certainly not a position that West has been used to in recent days and weeks. Winners of 4 straight, averaging 5.5 goals per game during that current run. Winners of 6 of 7 overall, as we have a yard sale at center. Dixon across the line, couldn't hang on to that puck. It is backed up by Wiley, who plays it to the corner, being chased by Flickinger. And I was just about to say, Alex, that the pressure was on Olivia Kraus as Schultz comes across the line to keep things right between the ears, especially after the way her last outing ended. Well, right. This is salt on those wounds mentally, the way this game has started for her.
Yeah, and as I mentioned pre-game, the shots that she did let in last game weren't necessarily shots that you are displeased about letting in. Like, it's just one of those, oh, well, found its way in the back of the net. But here she is again in the same spot. And it's going to be interesting to see the coaching decision and how Kraus handles it, as you said, between the ears mentally.
Ed Schultz obviously kept her on a short leash on semifinal Thursday last week. Whether that was aimed at her specifically or a larger message to be sent potentially to the rest of his team, it worked because West, of course, rallied after that to win the game in overtime, but he's sticking with Olivia Kraus for the time being as Cooper fires off one of her own players. That was Saltrick catching the friendly fire with under 5.5 left in period 1. West gets to clear. Team North put on their heels early, but playing some rope-a-dope and getting two very strange goals in rapid succession on some fortunate bounces in front of goaltender Olivia Krause, but hard-earned goals nonetheless. Franis up the near side. That's turned over and sent back to center. Here's Bumbeko in transition. Bumbeko stick checked by McKenna Artur, the rookie. Dixon may have taken a penalty, and hooking will be indicated with 4:39 to go in the first. Team North to the penny power play for the first time.
And that's part of what can get Dixon in trouble is her aggressive play. She's very heavy on those stick checks, poke checks, and forechecks, but at the same time, she finds herself caught behind a player like that. When you're going for a stick lift, I mean, eventually they're going to get ahead of you and you're just going to hook them, and it's going to be an easy call.
2 goals officially in 35 seconds for Team North in this first period at even strength. Here comes West shorthanded. Maddie Relia fires just wide. Well, West has the talent to press shorthanded too, and they're not going to be shy about doing it when they're down a deuce here early. Schultz with the puck retrieval. Team North 23.3 on the penny power play. That's the conversion rate entering Monday. 4 for 8 in the postseason, with 1 shorthanded goal against, mind you. Jenko plays it inside the line. Warner with it at center. Schultz the lone player back as Jenko recovers. Just over a minute left in the minor on Dixon. Clarity through the left circle, across for Dahlia Cooper. On goal, saved by Krause, and she will cover. Officially, the second goal is Doucette's from Zahorchak and Dahlia Cooper, so Cooper already with a multi-point game as North continues to operate 5-on-4. One to the boards for Colleen Warner. Up top it goes for Beatty, the overtime hero of the quarterfinals, as Krause will snatch that shot from Beatty. Another face-off coming in West territory. North going to work short side. It's played right out in front, but right place, right time. Izzy King in a penalty-killing role for Ed Schultz. Franis gets it the rest of the way. 25 to go on the penny power play. Zahorchak ahead for Lexi Diamond. Diamond, right circle. Diamond in front. Krause to save. The rebound is blocked by Taylor. Out in front, Zahorchak shooting. That's blocked again. This time, Gemma Kolobosh, the Montour Spartan, got in the way. Dixon escapes. West back to full strength. It remains a 2-goal affair, but North has this puck. Warner in the corner. Dixon with a stick lift. And Dixon drifts to the left wing, chased by 2 back checkers. Saltrick met behind the net, escapes the pressure. And Saltrick brings it up the left wing for Team North. Schultz with a good stick. Saltrick wins it back. Schultz trying to work her over with a free hand. Eve Cooper in the thick of this puck battle as well for North, which is ultimately won by West. Outlet pass intended for Dixon. Intercepted. Played briefly across the blue line before West has to reset with 1:40 to go in the period. Relia over the line. Relia through the D. Relia toward goal. That's played aside, and a penalty coming up on Team North. Relia drew a penny power play for her own team. that will carry over into period 2, barring a goal.
Yeah, and that's if they don't take advantage of it in this minute and a half left. I think that's what you should be doing if you're Team West. Really up the aggressiveness. You're going to have a break and a breather, a chance to get some water in a minute and a half. If you just push, bring this back to within 1 goal, it's going to set you up way better for the next 2 periods.
Aurelia certainly moving her feet toward goal, and Team West, the #1 power play team in PIHL girls, 34.5%. Trying to make them pay and crack the goose egg on which Jovi Canacci is sitting. West was offside. Jenko takes the face-off against Clougherty and wins it. North will play it back to the line. Dixon off a body, backed up by Jenko. Dixon turnaround shot, that's blocked. Dixon again in the slot. What a good play there. Karam with the active stick and strong on that puck as well, getting it back to center. Turnover at center to Diamond. Diamond coming back shorthanded for North in the final minute of the first. She's dispossessed by Ella Schultz. Jenko hitting King with a one-touch pass. King up top for Jenko. No, that's Schultz, I'm sorry, putting it off Clougherty. Good gap control by Team North on this penalty kill with time ticking away. Lead pass to Clougherty. Clougherty toward the net. Clougherty unable to shoot it cleanly. She was interfered with just slightly by Schultz. Schultz did just enough, legally for that matter, to make that defensive play. 15 to go. Franis across. Franis has a trailer in Aurelia. She shoots herself and it deflects wide. King at the point. 8 seconds left for Aurelia. Aurelia toward goal. Score! Hell yeah! It's Aurelia with 5 ticks to talk. West cuts into the North lead on the penny power play.
I actually think that Jenko might have got a stick in there. Might have got a deflection. Either way, I mean, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. 5 seconds left to go, and Team West down by 1 going into the second period.
If it is Aurelia's goal, it will be her 5th. If it is league goal scoring leader Jenko's goal, it will be number 22 for the Moon High School senior. In any case, West has a new lease on life as we take a break. With Alex Duffalo, I'm Matt Popchalk. It's the PIHL Girls Championship game on TenbandTV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Looking for real 100% natural pain relief? Hey, Kurt Angle, 1996 Olympic gold medalist and 13-time world champion here. Trust me, I know pain. You can either suffer or manage it. That's why I use Curable Active to help relieve my aches and pains naturally. Curable Active topicals have you covered with fast-acting, all-natural pain relief the Kurt Angle way. Look for Curable in stores or go to curable.com and get 20% off. Use promo code USA at KURIBL.com.
The Mount Washington Shop and Save is a proud sponsor of the PIHL Girls Division on TenbandTV. Check out the ad on your screen at any time this season for the latest, greatest deals on everything the Mount Washington Shop and Save has to offer. Whatever you need, store managers Jim and Michelle Kazarowski will make sure you find it at the Mount Washington Shop and Save. And special thanks to Jim and Michelle for growing the game for girls everywhere in Western Pennsylvania on TenbandTV. Matt Popchalk and Alex Duffalo back at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township for the PIHL Girls Championship game. Year number 5 of the PIHL Girls Division concluding this evening. The defending champs are on the board thanks to Karolina Jenko, your instincts serve you well, Alex Duffalo, officially from King and Relia, and it is 2-1 Team North as period 2 is now underway with Team West coming into the attacking zone offside. First period shots, 7-4 in favor of West. This outlet pass misfired, but Kraus has to play that puck, and Saltrick is the first one on it for either team. Shaylee Welsh kicks it up ahead to Caitlin Wiley. Wiley chased up the left wing by Ella Butler. Near side is Welsh. Taylor from the near side. It's played behind the net now for Wiley. Butler trying to exit the zone, and the North Pittsburgh Wildcats product will get some help from Warner. And Warner works it up to Fabian. Fabian one-on-one. She fires off of Schultz. Gets her own rebound back, wraps it around. Kraus was ready for it. Team West exhausting the area as they change partially on the fly. Schultz for Izzy King. On here with Dixon early in the second. King fires upstairs. The glove save made by a standing Kanachi. Fabian clears it. Frannis has to hustle to that puck with Colleen Warner bearing down on her. Two-line pass to a wide-open Dixon. Dixon skating wide. Great stick there at the point by Beatty. Now, Team North had a perfect penalty kill during the regular season and not shabby in the postseason either, 4 of 6 until Relia and Jenko happened before that first period buzzer. And certainly a different feeling, Alex, to this game now after that PPG by West.
You have a feeling if this game stays the way it is until the 10 or 9 minute mark in this period, the next goal after that's going to be a big one. I think it'll be a big telltale into how this game is going to end.
Team North has played such sound defensive hockey against Team West, first of all, in their previous meeting, and last week coming off that defensive clinic against Team Southwest, and now they've really got to slam the door here early in period 2. Face-off coming in the West zone to Olivia Krause's right. Frannis controls it for West. So again, Jenko with her league-leading 22nd goal of 2026. 4th of the power play variety to conclude period 1. And she taps this puck deep into North territory. Not taking any chances was Kanachi. Team West through the official. They win this face-off. Jenko at the side of the net. Kanachi trying to cover, and she will eventually. Jenko with a little gamesmanship for Flickinger, perhaps, after that whistle. Team West playing this puck. Schultz toward the goal, and that's blocked. A new goaltender for Team West in the second period, we should point out. Ava Jamilkowski, echoing the events of last Thursday's semifinal round, is in the cage in relief of Olivia Krause here in period 2. And West with a clear through center. Gibson with the outlet for Zahorchak. Michaela Blatz collecting it for West. Dixon fanning on that attempted shot. Dixon recovers, creates space, fires upstairs, missing Kanachi and the net. Kolobosh anticipates the long rebound.
Great outlet pass.
To center for Saltryk. Saltryk, stick check by Schultz. Saltryk taken down in the corner, play continues. Kolobosh lost an edge. Dixon leading the breakout for Team West. Dixon, left wing. Flickinger takes away her space, and it's cleared back to center with West in the middle of a change. Across the line, Dixon off the glove, and it trickles wide of Kanachi. Dixon has it again, deep on the left side for West. To the point it'll come, rescued by Relia. Franis' shot blocked. And Franis pressured back to center. Dixon around Doucette, one of the goal scorers in period one for North. That wrist shot upstairs, handcuffs Kanachi, but she survives. Near side Wiley, Wiley fires off a body. Right place, right time, Maddie Gibson, the North Pittsburgh Wildcat. Relia for Wiley. And it breaks in! Caitlin Wiley has Pac-Man fever, and we've got a 2-2 game with 11:13 till the ice cut. Remember I mentioned the 92 Stanley Cup Finals at the top of the broadcast? We just saw the second coming of Lemieux play pinball against Belfort. And it's a new hockey game.
Absolutely, Matt. I mean, that's something, that's a highlight reel goal. That's something you see done in the NHL maybe a handful of times in a season. Great awareness to recognize that North's netminder was not paying attention, had her back turned, and used that to her advantage.
Caitlin Wiley, the Steel City Selects second year for Team West, with her first goal of the season, entering Monday with just 2 points. Both teams getting offense from very unlikely sources in this championship game, which is often part and parcel for championship games. Relia outletting for Jenko. Jenko brings it across the line. King just barely onside. Jenko creating space, firing off a body. Good job by Warner to block that attempt. 10.5 till the ice cut, and West has the hop now. After falling behind by a pair, they've scored a pair to pull even with Team North. Fabian's shot snared by Jamolkowski. Jamolkowski, another member of that Steel City Selects travel program, with last week's semifinal win in relief of Kraus. She has 5 of those now individually. 285 goals against, 879 save percentage. And Jamolkowski once again has a chance to be the goalie of record in a good way if Team West can keep the proverbial snowball rolling down the hill. King with the takeaway. Couldn't get around Karam, but King has this puck again now for West. King exchanging with Jenko. Dispossessed by Warner. Turned over to King. Jenko down low. Trying to feed it back to Izzy King. Across it'll come for Kolobosh. Kolobosh in the circle for Dixon. Dixon off a stick. Team North just flocking to that puck like a group of birds. Trying to take away space from that West forecheck any way they possibly can, as North has iced it with 9.5 till the ice cut. North with the own zone face-off win. Kolobosh couldn't keep it alive. Numbers now for North. Bumbeko accompanied by Saltrick. Bumbeko looks for her. Save made by Jamilkowski. Kea Desai with a keep in. Goes down low, intended for Saltrick. West with a recovery. North with just 3 shots on goal since taking the 2-0 lead, as Kanachi is called into action one more time. Officially, Wiley with a bad angle goal for West from Jenko and Welsh. So Jenko with a multi-point night. Team West tying this championship game at 2 in period 2 as we approach the midpoint. Jenko with a takeaway. West with numbers. Jenko toward goal on the doorstep. West has it. Fired off the side of the net, and somehow Kanachi stood her ground. Oh, Alex, I had one all teed up, and Kanachi somehow kept West off the board.
That was just a brutal 5 seconds for Team West. I mean, I think there were about 3 instances where I saw an open net they could have taken advantage of. But as you said, Kanachi, I mean, stone brick wall in there.
She's had to be very poised. Team West continues to be the aggressor here with time winding down in the second. It comes out in front. Jenko turning around. That stick save made by Kanachi. King trying to catch Kanachi off guard, but she was wise to it. Jenko from the corner. Out in front. Jenko dispossessed by Zahorchak, but wins it back. Oh, she is so strong on that puck when she's on her game. Franis off a blade. It comes to Blatz. Blatz from an angle. That's deflected to the point. And put off the body of Kanachi. Officials lost sight of the puck, hence the quick whistle with exactly 8 minutes remaining in the second period.
And if you're North, if you're Team North, you're very happy that whistle got blown. I'm sure a lot of those ladies out there had some pretty tired legs dealing with that forecheck and that offensive rush.
A 15-5 shot advantage for West at the moment. North continues to do well in the face-off circle, however. They win another one in the defensive zone. Beatty controlling it. It's play to the West blue line. Relia out there with fellow Penza leader Ava Franis. Clarity through center. And she is dispossessed by Franis. Clarity gets it back. Kicked out of the zone by Blatz. Blatz, one of goaltender Jamilkowski's Chartier Valley classmates, playing her first year of PIHL girls hockey.
Nice saucer pass up the ice.
Doesn't find the target, however, and it's gotten to first by Gibson in the corner, icing on West. Team West coincidentally defeating a Chartiers Valley coach last week, Tony Franzetta, and Team South for the right to advance to championship Monday. Schultz controls that puck for West. Couldn't get it to Welsh on time. Backing up the play, however, is Wiley. She enters the zone before she's greeted by Colleen Warner. North with a dump in. Saltrick will chase it. Saltrick has it behind the net, out in front, but right to Ella Schultz. Turned over to Eve Cooper. Eve tying up Schultz in the corner. Chance now for Saltrick, playing it out in front, but right to Kolobosh. West finally able to get it out of their own zone, but for how much longer? They ice it. And North finally starting to tilt the ice the opposite direction after spending much of this second period in their own end.
I was going to say, this is looking very much like the start of the first period, where Team West was putting on a lot of pressure, getting a lot of shots off on goal, and then Team North took about 2 minutes after a 8-minute onslaught and got 2 goals right back to back. So we'll see how it plays out here.
This time West controls the face-off. Dixon makes a move. Dixon on one hand toward goal. Dixon the save, the rebound, it's still not in. Kanachi has it pinned up against that post, and officials lose sight of it long enough to blow the play dead. Again, though, Kanachi never had that puck frozen.
Yeah, she almost had to settle for keeping her glove pinned against that post just to not give up an opening. If she would have gave up an opening just for a half second, that puck would have been in the back of the net.
You just feel like Dixon will sell her soul to the hockey devil to get a goal right now,
Yeah.
the way she's been going since that last game where she was held scoreless.
And Team West could really use that to their advantage, Team North knows Dixon wants to shoot the puck, and when she has it, she's going to find a way to get open. So if they can draw multiple Team North players onto her, it's going to open up passing lanes for other players.
Franis toward goal. Oh, a good save there by Kanachi. On the snapshot by Franis from 60 feet. Relia to Dixon. Dixon fires. Another loud save made by Kanachi. And just like that, Kanachi becomes target practice again as North has to play it back deep into West territory. Franis to center. And Ella Bumbeko, unbeknownst to us, took a penalty after the whistle. She's in the box, we believe, for high sticking. King fires upstairs as Team West tries to go 2 for 2 on the penny power play in a 2-2 game. Jenko across for Franis. Franis toward goal. Save is made, and the rebound comes right to Warner. And under pressure, she's able to get it back to center. Delayed offside situation forced by Team North. Franis has it at center for West. 50 to go in the penny power play. Franis back for Schultz. Schultz taken down as she was trying to play that puck. Dixon to the vacant wing. Jenko with it behind the net. Dixon gets it back for Franis. Franis toward goal. That save is made. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Ms. Kanachi.
Team North is just doing such a terrific job keeping Team West on the border and the perimeter of their own defensive end. They're not letting them get really in close to have any opportunities.
Cross-checking, we stand corrected, is the official indication against Bumbeko. A chance shorthanded for Fabian. Fabian toward goal, wide of goal. Schultz got a blade on it with the trail check, I believe. Another penalty coming up on North. And briefly, Team North will be down 2 players. Fabian will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. A 5-on-3 advantage for just 8 seconds, but still more time for Team West to spend on special teams with time ticking away in the second period. Jenko tied up in the circle. Good work there defensively by North. It eventually comes back to Jenko. Jenko toward goal. The save is made. Dixon has the rebound. It's a conventional power play now as Dixon tries to go short side. Kanachi doesn't have her stick, and North is trying to clear it. They still can't. Franis toward goal. It's deflected wide by Beatty. And North will ice it legally with 1:30 to go on the penalty on Fabian. Beatty touching that puck. And she'll send it the full 200 feet, almost. Giveaway there, and a play by Cooper that was rushed a bit. Schultz trying to clean up that mess. Dixon into the offensive zone, trying to sneak it back to Jenko. Franis pinching. Across it comes. Toward goal, Kanachi hangs on. Ed Schultz, again, the Team West head coach, putting all his eggs in one basket, trying to give his team their first lead of the night, but Kanachi is holding down the fort. "19 saves and counting for the junior. Midway through this third penny power play for West. They're 1 of 2 tonight. Franis has to go fetch now. Taylor with a move at center. Welsh trying to find that at her feet. Entering the zone is Wiley. Wiley out in front. That's deflected wide. Beatty exhausting the area. Last rush for this Team West power play. Relia and Franis back there. Franis calling for the puck, and she's got it now for West. Franis wanting some company. She had Taylor out in front. It's backed up by Dixon. Dixon toward goal, catches some friendly fire. North has killed them both. 2 huge penalty kills back-to-back by Team North to keep it a 2-2 game with 1.5 minutes till the ice cut. Relia on her horse. Jenko over the line.
Nice.
Jenko around Fabian. Jenko from the high slot for Schultz. Schultz fires. It's deflected wide. Side of the net. Score! Yes, King! Isabel King makes it 3-2 Team West with 74 ticks to talk in the second period. And that was like shooting fish in a barrel for the Quaker Valley Quaker, Alex.
That was a great call, Matt. That was just a great play overall between Dixon bringing it through the zone and then dropping it back to the defenseman back there. And then, I mean, just a gorgeous placement by King. I mean, she couldn't have been in a better spot. Right in rebound territory, if you will. And just a one-time shot coming off the pads. And now we have a one-goal game. Now flopped over, though. West with the lead.
We told you at the top of the hour, when Carolina Jenko and Isabel King are involved, the numbers are staggering. The hockey goddesses tend to smile on Team West when that is the case. And they've both got goals here in this championship contest to make it a 3-2 game in Team West's favor. West strong on this puck. Jenko's side of the net pulls Kanachi to the near post, and Kanachi stayed with her. A 3-point game now for Jenko, as she officially gets credit for assisting that King tally. Officially, it's King from Schultz and Jenko. So Schultz, the South Fayette second year, picks up her 10th point of the year as a defender. And that's part of Team West's game too. They are so good at generating offense from their defense as Dixon enters the zone with 13 to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looking to get 1 or 2 outlet passes and then set up shop in the other team's end.
Gibson through center. She won't have time to make a play though as she concedes to Franis. And we will cut the ice inside the FedEx rink here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township. Team West trying to become the first team in the 5-year history of the PIHL Girls Division to win back-to-back titles. They are now 17 minutes away, leading by a single goal over regular season frontrunner Team North. With Alex Duffalo, I'm Matt Popchalk, and it's the PIHL Girls Championship game on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again. That deflects off a Team West blade out to Dahlia Cooper. Cooper, it pinballs off something, and it's Fanon out in front. And Yenny buries it top corner. What'd I tell you? It just took one for Team North, and Emma Yenny gets her 8th. Certainly the pressure now on Kraus to keep her cool between the ears as it's banged in, or is it? Yes, it is! Did Doucette touch that? It is 2-0 South, 2 goals seconds apart, and it is Marie Doucette for the first time since the Frannis has a trailer in Relia. She shoots herself and it deflects wide. King at the point. 8 seconds left for Relia. Relia toward goal. Score! Hell yeah! It's Relia with 5 ticks to talk. West cuts into the North lead on the penny power play. Relia for Wiley. And it breaks in! Caitlin Wiley has Pac-Man fever! And we've got a 2-2 game with 11:13 till the ice cut. Remember I mentioned the 92 Stanley Cup Finals at the top of the broadcast? We just saw the second coming of Lemieux play pinball against Bell. It comes to Blatz. Blatz from an angle. That's deflected to the point. And put off the body of Kanachi. Officials lost sight of the puck, hence the quick whistle. And the save, the rebound, it's still not in. Kanachi has it pinned up against that post, and officials lose sight of it long enough to blow the play dead. Jenko across for Frannis. Frannis toward goal, save is made, and the rebound comes right to Warner. And under pressure, she's able to get it back to center. Frannis pinching. Across it comes. Toward goal, Kanachi hangs on. Around Fabian. Jenko from the high slot for Schultz. Schultz fires, it's deflected wide. Side of the net, score! Yes, King! Isabel King makes it 3-2 Team West. With Alex Duffalo, I'm Matt Popchalk, and it's the PIHL Girls Championship game on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Pass Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham! Score! Ethan Cunningham hat trick. Game-winning goal. The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup. And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero.
Hey Yins guys, just a reminder, Yinzer dogs and cooler beer are good food. Whether you're cooking at home or tailgating, grab an original Yinzer dog, kielbasa, pierogies, and lushkis at Giant Eagle. Yinzer dogs and cooler beer, a match made in Pittsburgh.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a limo, any car, anywhere.
Do you need well or pump service for your home, farm, or business? Adams & Sons Pump Service in Canton has the experience and equipment to do the job right. Since 1954, Adams & Sons have offered well drilling, pump repair, water treatment systems, holding tanks, excavation, and drainage work. Plus, quality-built, dependable stainless pumps for all applications. Adams & Sons provides experienced, bonded, and insured professionals serving all of Ohio. Call 855-4MY-WATER or visit adamspumpservice.com.
Why are so many companies, unions, and organizations across the country choosing the Avia dental plan?
Because group plans start at as little as $5 per month, and groups can save 20 to 80% off of high-quality dental care.
Everyone qualifies, and there's no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Call now and save $20, plus get 3 months free.
Call now and you may be able to save $20 and get 3 months free. 1-888-431-CARE or visit aviadental.com.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a limo, any car, anywhere.
One field, one coach, one moment. That's all it takes to change a child's future. That's something that I want to be a part of. How about you? I'm Matt Major, Area Director of Ambassadors Football Pittsburgh. Get involved today. Visit us online and join the team.
Hey Yins guys, just a reminder, Yinzer dogs and cooler beer are good food. Whether you're cooking at home or tailgating, grab an original Yinzer dog, kielbasa, pierogies, and lushkis at Giant Eagle. Yinzer dogs and cooler beer, a match made in Pittsburgh.
Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Gonna get up pretty baby.
Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham, score! Ethan Cunningham, hat trick, game-winning goal. The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup, and Ethan Cunningham is a local hero.
Hey, it's Aaron Miller, the Pittsburgh mortgage guy, letting you know mortgage rates have dropped, and it might be time to refinance or cash out your equity. I'll run your cost-benefit options to see if it makes sense. Call me, your trusted mortgage advisor.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a limo, any car, anywhere.
Hey, it's Aaron Miller, the Pittsburgh mortgage guy, letting you know mortgage rates have dropped, and it might be time to refinance or cash out your equity. I'll run your cost-benefit options to see if it makes sense. Call me, your trusted mortgage advisor. Hey, it's Aaron Miller, the Pittsburgh mortgage guy, letting you know mortgage rates have dropped, and it might be time to refinance or cash out your equity. I'll run your cost-benefit options to see if it makes sense. Call me, your trusted mortgage advisor.
Why are so many companies, unions, and organizations across the country choosing the Avia dental plan?
Because group plans start at as little as $5 per month, and groups can save 20 to 80% off of high-quality dental care.
Everyone qualifies, and there's no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Call now and save $20. Plus, get 3 months free.
Call now and you may be able to save $20 and get 3 months free. 1-888-431-CARE or visit aviadental.com.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is locally owned and operated and focused on serving the community. Play It Again Sports buys, sells, and trades used in new sports equipment and fitness gear and passes along the savings to you. Their large inventory, customer service, and wide selection of major brands will keep you coming back for years. Open 7 days a week. Visit them on 6041 Route 30. Visit them online at playitagainsports.com and search for Greensburg, PA. With Alex Duffalo, I'm Matt Popchalk. It's PIHL Girls Championship Monday on TenbandTV. And West, the reigning champs, lead regular season champion Team North. Let's take a look at how we got there, Alex. And it began with a couple of fluky goals.
Yeah, that bouncing puck right there, it was a landmine waiting to explode, and North lucky to gain possession and shovel it in the back of the net there.
Emma Yenny with that first one for Team North. And then literally seconds later, a scramble in front, and Marie Doucette, who scores once in a purple moon, got that one, her first of the season for Team North. And you love the celly, the team celebration. One of the favorite parts of covering the girls division, the camaraderie, and a happy bunch for Doucette. And North on two very strange plays had made it 2-0, but here's West on the power play. Carolina Jenko, Maddie Relia. Need we say more?
Right. Yeah, just a terrific job by Jenko to keep that stick flat on the ice and get an amazing pop on that deflection. I mean, That was some pro-level stuff right there.
Then West gets something of a strange goal of their own, but a clever goal in any event by Caitlin Wiley for her first of the season, and couldn't have come at a better time to tie the game.
Yeah, as you saw there, hitting off the right shoulder of the netminder for Team North, and just not much of an opportunity whenever you have your back open and have some space showing towards the net.
We'll take a look at the go-ahead goal by King as soon as time permits. Meanwhile, North forcing the issue right off the opening third period faceoff as we're looking out over the freshly cut ice at the FedEx rink here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex, as we were for Penguins Cup Championship Series week. We are back again for the final game of the 2026 PIHL Girls Campaign, which concludes year number 5 this evening. Team West trying to become the first back-to-back titleist in the brief history of the girls division. And if we possibly can, let's see if we can shoehorn a quick look at that goal by King. Commissioner Tom Holleberka off screen looking on. He'll be part of the trophy presentation post-game. And we're going to keep you in suspense a little longer as North tries to play this puck from the boards. Taylor at center for West. Beatty trying to find that puck at her feet, and it's forced back into the corner by Wiley. Ella Butler, Lamar's Planet, up the right side for Team North. Good stick by Relia. Relia now going to work on Eve Cooper on the left wing. Relia for Wiley. And it's played over to Relia one more time as she tries to feed it across for Welsh. Ed Schultz giving some of his top guns a bit of a breather here to begin the final period of regulation. They saw lots of ice time. Did Jenko, King, and company in period 2. And again, they both factored into Team West scoring 3 unanswered goals to take the lead in this final game. Played out in front by Saltrick, intercepted by West. Wiley turned it over. Cleaned up by Franis, all the way into North territory. Saltrick with room to maneuver, but had to peel back to control that puck. West in the middle of a change. Tom Diamond wanted a too many players call, but none forthcoming. Dixon trying to get a step. Dixon to the goal, shoots short side and just misses. Schultz to the rebound. Diamond with it for North. Greeted by Dixon in the corner, who sends that puck the other direction. Beatty will survey the play for Team North and use the boards to her advantage to get it up to Diamond. 3-on-2 for Team North. Draw pass to Warner. That was behind her a bit, but she fires from an angle. It's off a body in front and controlled by Isabel King. King with the go-ahead goal late in period 2 for Team West. Set up by Schultz and Jenko. For King, that's just her 6th of the season after leading the league with 24 a year ago. King moonlighting between PIHL girls and Quaker Valley varsity lacrosse, for whom she played midfield this season. And one of the more talented multi-sport stars we've seen in this PIHL girls division the last couple of years as North is changing on the fly. Steal by Clougherty. Clougherty, speaking of superstars, has it on their backhand to the side of the net. She was trying to feed Bumbeko, nothing doing. And I'll say the quiet part out loud. We haven't called number 71 in black much this evening, yet.
Right.
Dixon from an angle. That save made by Kanachi. Kanachi again without her goalie stick. Can West capitalize? Relia from the point. Throws it in front, deflected wide by Jenko. Bumbeko gives her goaltender some mercy as Gibson retrieves the loose stick. Icing, meanwhile, on North, 4.5 minutes into this third period. There's that adage, Alex, that the best defense is a good offense, and that's kind of the turn this game has taken from the second period on. West overwhelmed North with their forecheck, and kind of like the last game, they just kept chopping wood and waited for the tree to come down, as it were, even though they fell behind early in the game.
Yeah, and I'm starting to see already, I mean, we have 12 minutes and 33 seconds left in this period, but Team West seems to start coasting a little bit and trying to play more defensive. I'd like to see them stay on the gas pedal a little bit more. They can't get too complacent with a team like Team North.
24-6 the shots on goal at the moment as Kanachi makes save number 22 on her night. Relia toward the net. That's sticked aside by Jovi Kanachi. Cooper couldn't clear it. Second time's the charm for Dahlia Cooper, the North Allegheny senior. Cooper hits the brakes. Poked aside by Taylor. Franis escorting Sultrick into the corner boards. And Franis will take her time playing this puck from her own corner. Doucette on top of her. Franis just kind of toying with that puck at the moment, looking for something as she reverses it now to Schultz. Fabian almost took that one away. Now Franis will go behind her, and it is turned over in front, and a poke check there by Jamolkowski. Team West maybe getting a little too blasé in its own end and nearly came back to haunt them. West again clearing the zone. And they'll complete a line change behind the play, 6 minutes into the third period. Dixon, with some help from one of the linespersons, keeps it onside before North gets it the rest of the way. Tom Diamond wants his team to make some changes behind the play. Kept onside by Butler. Trying to lead it for Diamond. Couldn't control it. Welsh to Wiley. Wiley off a skate. And just on now for Team West, playing it near side as Kolobosh. Dixon well marked by Diamond. Overskated behind the Team North goal by Beatty. Stick battle going on behind the net. It squirts free to Wiley, excuse me, who plays it around the perimeter for Welsh. Welsh knocked down, and penalty coming up now on North with 9:45 left in regulation. A fourth penny power play going the way of Team West.
Yeah, these are starting to add up and kill any type of momentum that North is building. They have a lot of girls going up the ice and looking for outlet passes, getting into the right spots, and then you end up here. Now you have to fight for 2 minutes and get at least the puck cleared out of the zone. If you're Team North, you should really be trying to get a shorty, though.
They just might do that as Flickinger is in hot pursuit. Franis is going to beat her to it, though. Big face-off win there by North, which is 2 out of 3 on their penalty kill. Team North in the postseason, 6 of 9 on the PK.
With the lineup that Team West has out right now, looks like they're trying to put it away.
Dixon to goal. Dixon shoots. That save is made. Off the side of the net, knocked aside by Kanachi. Dixon from an angle. That save made by Jovi Kanachi, and Diamond has the rebound. North with the clear. Body checking, the official call on Beatty. Team North without one of its more dependable defenders on this PK as we near the midpoint of period 3. Clarity right up the middle. Good stick by Dixon to nip that in the bud. Somebody without a neck guard at center ice. Fabian trying to press shorthanded for North with 45 to go in the minor penalty. Dixon couldn't take that pass, which went off a skate, and this will be icing actually on West. And that's a chance you don't want to take if you're Team West, icing the puck on a power play in a 1-goal contest.
Yeah, and Team North should keep forcing them to have to settle for those long passes. They can't really let Team West get into a spot where they can have a give and go or anything of that sort.
North controls it off the faceoff. Fabian shoots, and that handcuffed Jamolkowski, but she covers it up.
Yeah, and Fabian almost able to capitalize on her own rebound there. Jamolkowski, like you said, handcuffed. That puck dropped right into that open 5-hole area she had open, but she covered up pretty quick.
2 years ago, Fabian, playing for Team West, had a go-ahead third-period goal that was eventually negated by Team Southwest, which won that game on a rather bizarre goal in the final minute of play by Kayla McCarthy. Team West finishing the job last year, winning the title against Team Southeast and trying to repeat as league champion this year. King in the final moments of the power play. That save made by Kanachi. Karam has the rebound, and 3 penalty kills consecutively by Team North. Relia trying to set up Dixon. That pass was deflected, but Dixon catches up to it, and now it pinballs off a North stick. Relia forcing the issue to the corner for King. King for Relia. Relia across for Dixon. Dixon fires. That's blocked right to Fabian. Franis backtracking as Fabian just cuts her losses. Turned over to Zahorchak. Let's see if North can build some momentum coming off that PK. Still down just 1 goal. King across for Taylor. That pass broken up. Dahlia Cooper. Too far for Clarity. And Schultz will be able to buy an icing call with under 7 to go. And when this game ends, come what may, Alex Duffalo will be down at ice level with post-game interviews. And this one's still in the balance, though. West with a 3-2 lead over North, scoring 3 unanswered goals across periods 1 and 2. And a chance at center now for Saltrick. Saltrick one-on-one with Schultz. Schultz wins that battle. Quick counterattack by Wiley. Wiley over the line. To the corner it'll come. Saltrick around her own boards for Warner. Colleen Warner plays it at center and has some room to maneuver up that left wing as Taylor recovers for West. Team West using the body, and they get that puck back to center. Dahlia Cooper with the dump in. Ellis Schultz going to work behind the cage. Diamond with a turnaround try. Jamolkowski hugging that post. Diamond gets her own rebound back. Diamond denied at the other post by Jamolkowski. Lexi Diamond, daughter of head coach Tom, opened the scoring last week in the semifinal round for North. Long shift for her here as North is in search of an equalizer. Flickinger to the corner. Taylor cuts out the pass, kept onside, but a hand pass is called, and a rather easy call at that for this USA Hockey crew.
Yeah, that's one of those ones you got to actually catch it and put it at your own feet. You just can't swat it ahead of you, or you're going to end up doing exactly what North did and lose possession of that end of the ice.
Jenko and King back out here on the wings, flanking Claire Dixon. West wins this faceoff. Team West looking for an extender late. Good move there by King. King fires, save made, and the rebound cleared by Flickinger. Franis backs up the rebound, but it's blocked. Franis to center for Jenko. Jenko over the line. Jenko on her forehand, fires on Kanachi, who hangs on as we hit the final 5 minutes of period 3.
Yeah, dangerous group out there with Jenko, King, and Dixon all on the same line. I mean, those are the top 3 goal scorers all moving on the same line. Team North has it made out for them defensively with those 3. They need to keep it off of their stick, and hopefully they can keep it on the defenseman sticks. Quick win
Jenko
there.
to goal. Went off the post and it stayed out. My goodness. Did Kanachi ever bargain with the hockey goddesses there? If you're Team West or Team North, that's the season right there.
Absolutely.
Perhaps Jenko just couldn't tuck it inside the post. And keep that one top of mind as time ticks down here in the third. Icing on West. And sure enough, Kanachi gives a little extra love tap to that post on her right. If that post could eat, it would have earned a steak dinner just then. To the point for Karam. It bounces off a couple of players and eventually to Franis, who tries to push it outside the zone for West. Relia will take command for the champs here, surrounded by black jerseys and forced off the puck by Karam. Relia trying to use her size to keep that puck deep for West. It's played out eventually to Teresa Warner. In pursuit is Butler for Team North. Franis has it, trying to shrug off Saltrick. And she'll Murphy dump this puck back to center, delayed offside on North. Taylor surveying the scene. 2-line pass to Franis, who just dumps that puck. She wants to come off here. Ella Schultz taking her place on defense as Taylor generates the takeaway. Diamond has a step on Kolobosh. Kolobosh recovers and has that puck for West along the boards. Kolobosh over the line. Kolobosh from the circle floats it up high on Kanachi, who calmly holds it. And just like that, Ed Schultz puts the big guns back out there. Now they've got all summer to rest up. Of that much we're certain. Dixon with a steal. Dixon from an angle. Save Kanachi. Rebound controlled by Warner. West takes it over. Dixon right down the middle. And that is held by Kanachi for a heartbeat. She thought it got through the 5-hole, and perhaps so did we, but that puck was between those pads.
Yeah, it made it 50% of its way to the back of the net, but Kanachi's been standing on top of her head so far since that last goal she gave up.
29 saves for the junior, I beg your pardon, from the Ellis School. Ellie Fabian bounces it on Jamilkowski, who will not take any chances.
Guess the question now is, for Coach Diamond and Team North, when do you pull your goaltender Kanachi out of the goal and bring that extra woman out on the ice?
And perhaps that's what he's going to discuss with assistant coach Michael Clougherty and his Team North players. We'll return in a moment. Team West 3, Team North 2. Matt Popchalk and Alex Duffalo for PIHL Girls Championship Monday, presented by Craft House Stage and Grill on TenbandTV.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Do you need well or pump service for your home, farm, or business? Adams & Sons Pump Service in Canton has the experience and equipment to do the job right. Since 1954, Adams & Sons have offered well drilling, pump repair, water treatment systems, holding tanks, excavation, and drainage work. Plus, quality-built, dependable stainless pumps for all applications. Adams & Sons provides experienced, bonded, and insured professionals serving all of Ohio. Call 855-4MY-WATER or visit adamspumpservice.com.
Play it against.
The net to our left, for the moment, is not empty. Make of that what you will. Jovi Canacci will stay there, but for how much longer, we wonder. 2:44 left in regulation, a one-goal championship game. West with the own zone face-off win. Aurelia double-teamed in the corner, breaks the trap. West unable to force that puck back to center, and a player taken down by Jenko, who goes down herself as play continues. Clarity behind her own cage, chased by Dixon. West keeps this puck deep. Clarity from behind her own goal. Clarity chased by Wiley. Malaya Clarity across. Clarity to the corner. Franis chips it off the glass. Canacci still in goal for Team North with 2 minutes to go in the third period. To the corner it'll go. Relia cuts off Clarity, takes a couple of slashes, and now Relia goes down. Play continues. Jenko defers to Dixon. Dixon just gets this puck deep. Perhaps that's the MO for West here. Just keep it deep and don't turn it over. Leading by a goal.
Yeah, the mentality and thinking, if you do that, Team North doesn't get a chance to pull their goaltender if you just keep up this play that they have going right now.
Saltrick couldn't keep that puck on the boards, but North cleans it up with help from Clarity. It is sent behind the net. Canacci is cheating out of that goalie crease, and a whistle here as Jamilkowski was smacked into with 67 ticks to talk. And Canacci's looking at her bench right now, trying to ascertain what her coaches want. Still 5 aside with this faceoff coming in West territory. Welsh trying to force it back to center. Taylor has this puck now with under a minute to go. It stays just outside the line, and it was a painfully close call, Alex, but from my vantage point, I think it was the correct one.
I agree with you, Matt, and good job with that on that linesman there. He was right on it and actually was bent down, getting more parallel and close to the ice to make sure he got that call right.
North wins the faceoff. The net to our left is still not empty. Eve Cooper trying to play it out in front for Saltrick. West reverses the play. King takes it away in front. Taylor with his puck. Dispossessed. Bumbeko off a body. Welsh will send it the length of the ice. Far enough for icing? Yes, with just under half a minute left. And they still haven't been able, has Team North, to pull Canacci.
Yeah, and Canacci keeps looking to the bench. There she goes. She's heading off right now.
I mean, if not now, when?
Right, exactly. And to be honest with you, I mean, I'm no hockey coach, but I was really expecting with a minute and a half for him to pull that goal, just in case if there was a goal scored, they'd have a chance to battle back. But we'll see if this plays out for him.
West with a huge face-off win, and Franis is just trying to eat up as much clock as she can. 20 to go. It's loose in front, played aside by Relia. Clarity off the side of the net and pinballs in front. Backhand try, save Jamilkowski. Rebound, save again. 10 seconds remaining. One last shot, maybe Beatty. It's bouncing on goal. Jamilkowski the save. Franis has it. And that's it. Fort Pitt, the West Side, is still the best side in Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League's girls division.
Wow, 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 what a game. And what a last 30-second stint there from Janikowski in net. I mean, she stayed in that butterfly position, and I think, based off my counting, had at least 5 saves in that 30-second time frame to seal the game.
Team North had only 5 shots for a long period of time. Through 2, they had exactly 5. Team West witnesses Team North make one last push with 7 third-period shots, several coming in that last minute or last 30 seconds, to Alex's point. But in a much tighter game, Team West completes the comeback and hangs on to successfully defend their crown. Team West 3, Team North 2. Congratulations to head coach Ed Schultz and assistant Kaylee Schiffauer-Hurd. Commissioner Tom Halliburka walking out onto the ice and speaking with Coach Schultz at the moment. And in just a short while, we'll hear from our own Alex Duffalo, who will be with a couple of the victorious players from Team West, as Team North gives Jovi Canacci the requisite Atta Girls. And you can't say a mean word about Canacci, certainly. She played a phenomenal game in defeat, making 29 saves, and really had a fine playoff overall for Team North. But Team West, though not the higher seed this year, proves once again that when you play your best hockey at the right time, the sky's the limit. And so as the 3 seed, they defeat top-seeded North to win their 2nd straight championship, and under 2 different coaching regimes at that. Joe Cummings and Howard Smith won it last year on the West bench. Ed Schultz and Kaylee Schiffauer-Hurd, the winning coach and assistant, respectively, this year for Team West. Team West, a pretty impressive mix of young and old, for that matter. 11 rookies and sophomores altogether, just 2 seniors. Those players being Aubrey Ligman of West Allegheny and Carolina Jenko, the league scoring champion after tonight. And we see Team West with the official team picture. Again, 34 years ago today, the Pittsburgh Penguins were doing something very similar with a shiny silver trophy. And now you see Team West in the house that Lemieux built. They get to do it again here in 2026. And again, we expect to hear from a couple of the Team West players as they pose with a trophy. Again, Team West, in the brief history of the PIHL girls division, the first to win back-to-back titles. And Brian Mitchell is off to my right. Come on in, Mitch, for a brief moment while Alex gets situated.
I promised myself I wouldn't work today, but apparently I lied, so, wow.
Oh, you always get a kick out of seeing the girls compete, I know, year after year, and it's nice to see it continue going after 5 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Telling her, my niece, as I brought her in here, she came to a couple of games earlier, and I continue to try to bring her and show her that this is growing, this is an opportunity now. 5 years ago, I was standing here doing exactly what you're doing during that first one. I was here, Kylie McKenzie's overtime goal. Of course, it's been well noted that, hey, maybe we're not talking about it, so.
And here is Alex Duffalo lining up with Karolina Jenko. Take it away, Alex.
Check, check, check.
Go ahead, Alex.
Hi, guys. I'm on ice here with Lena Jenko. Lena, you had an amazing game. What were you thinking first off with that deflection goal?
Well, I was just hoping for something to go in because we all know how good Jovi is as a goalie, and our first game against them, she was just like a brick wall on them, and we needed something. Like, we had bodies in front, and Maddie has such a great shot. Like, I got a tip on it, but it would have went in anyway. Her shot is just so good, and I was happy that she was able to get it through.
Absolutely, absolutely. And overall, throughout the course of the whole game, I mean, you had 3-4 points, I think. What are you thinking as far as bringing the puck up the ice and trying to facilitate offense and look for openings? Is there any thought process, or are you just playing the game?
Usually I just play, but there's things that go through my head, like what lane's open, am I able to cut across? Like, there was one play where their D were kind of sagging back a little bit, and I was able to cut through. That was a goal that Izzy King scored on. She had that great backdoor goal. But really, we get bodies in front, and then just pucks to the net, and yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alex. And next to join Alex Duffalo will be the game-winning goal getter, Quaker Valley's own Izzy King.
Hi, guys. Here with Isabel King. Izzy, I know it was the second period, but you did score the game winner. You got the go-ahead goal. What was going through your mind during that? Was there any type of pressure you felt when you saw that puck coming to you, or were you in your home? Were you in your natural habitat?
I was just thinking, just put it in the net, like just at least get a shot off, even if she saves it. A shot is more than nothing.
Absolutely. And you were great on the forecheck today and did a lot of work doing poke checks and stick lifts. And your line with Jenko and Dixon did a lot of work at the end of the game. Was there something behind the bench you guys had talked about to bring you guys all out on the same line? Because you're all the offensive leaders on the team. So was there something behind the scenes going on, or was that like kind of put in play before the game even started?
We all knew that we wanted to win, so there was nothing specific that we did, but we just went out there and just gave it our all. Just tried to score it and play defense.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations. Thank you.
And thank you, Alex Duffalo. And Mitch, this West team, the last couple seasons, really, the last couple calendar years, just I think anybody who's covered their games, they've been a pleasure to watch, really. I mean, just they're never not a fun team to watch. And it's kind of fitting that we're calling another championship game with Team West involved.
Yeah, every year, especially, and I'll go back to that first year, you thought, okay, Team North loaded. Team West loaded. They're going to end up thinking West was first seed in that year, and they ended up getting knocked out in the first round, that East to the Central final. But every year they're just back and back and back, and this year finally being able to pull this one off. And now I think I brought it up to you at the second intermission. That was a defensive masterclass by the West team. They did it by keeping the offensive pressure. You saw those first two goals, a couple flimsy goals. They bounced around, a couple bounces there. But when they came back through and were able to just regroup, and they just went on defense by exploding on offense. I think it was like 21 or something shots in the first two periods for them to 6 shots for the North team. And that North team's very good. They've got some shooters on them, but that West team definitely led the league in scoring this year.
And that's the thing I think I respected the most about West, especially in this year's playoffs, is just the way they kept chopping wood when they were down 2-0 last week to Team South in the semifinals. They kept doing so when they were down 2-0 in this game. You never sensed any panic or any kind of falling apart on their end mentally. They just were persistent.
And you talk momentum, you talk bounces, and West had both of those for at least a good 30 minutes of those 51 minutes throughout this game. They just had it. It wasn't even without question.
And some of the West players getting to hold court one last time as a team this season, and as two-time PIHL Girls Division champions. This is now officially high school off-season time for us. Thank you, ladies.
It was.
To finish my thought, next for you is going to be thinking about September, I guess, and the preseason charities tournament.
I wouldn't say that it's on the forefront of my mind. I would like to have maybe at least 20 minutes of free time off of hockey for a little bit. But, yeah, definitely it's coming up in September. I mean, it's right around the corner. I mean, coaching changes are occurring. The carousel's out. It's like we never even stopped. I can't believe it. But, yeah, it's June 1st. I'll see you guys in, 2 months, 3 months now. So thank you, TenbandTV, for everything you did. I can't wait for my 5th season with the league. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 5th season with the league coming up. I can't believe it. But also, 4th season with Tenband now. Wow. So, yeah, Berg Hockey Night will be back in September. Don't worry, guys. We're getting there.
And we are looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Mitch. It's great to see you back once again. And that'll be just about it for us. We will be back with you at some point this summer for the Ice Castle 3-vs-3 Elite League. And until then, I want to thank executive producer Todd Kazarowski. I want to thank Michael Lyman and the Four Seasons. I want to thank Kennedy Kazarowski. I want to thank Ethan Stewart. I want to thank Alex Duffalo. And I want to thank Commissioner Tom Halliburka for another year of putting up with me. And I want to thank all of you for doing the same, for watching and listening, whatever you did to support high school hockey in Western Pennsylvania. I am Matt Popchuk, and that is all she wrote from Cranberry Township. And so, in loving memory of Jan Kornick, Mike Lang, and Dickie Dunn, who always captured the spirit of the thing, good night from the North Hills, and we will see you in the South Hills for more PIHL Hockey Night Live and more Ice Castle 3-vs-3 Elite League Hockey on TenbandTV. Congratulations to Team West. They are your 2026 champs, winning 3-2 over Team North.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
That deflects off a Team West blade out to Dahlia Cooper. Cooper, it pinballs off something, and it's Fanon out in front. And Yeti buries it top corner. What'd I tell you? It just took one for Team North, and Emma Yeti gets her 8th. Certainly the pressure now on Kraus to keep her cool between the ears as it's banged in, or is it? Yes, it is! Did Doucette touch that? It is 2-0 South, 2 goals, seconds apart, and it is Marie Doucette for the first time since the Franis has a trailer in Relia. She shoots herself, and it deflects wide. King at the point. 8 seconds left for Relia. Relia toward goal. Score! Hell yeah! It's Relia with 5 ticks to talk. West cuts into the North lead on the penny power play. Relia for Wiley. And it breaks in! Caitlin Wiley has Pac-Man fever, and we've got a 2-2 game with 11:13 till the ice cut. Remember I mentioned the 92 Stanley Cup Finals at the top of the broadcast? We just saw the second coming of Lemieux play pinball against Belfast. It comes to Blatz. Blatz from an angle. That's deflected to the point. And put off the body of Kanachi. Officials lost sight of the puck, hence the quick whistle. And the save, the rebound, it's still not in. Kanachi has it pinned up against that post, and officials lose sight of it long enough to blow the play dead. Jenko across for Franis. Franis toward goal. Save is made, and the rebound comes right to Warner. And under pressure, she's able to get it back to center. Franis pinching. Across it comes. Toward goal. Kanachi hangs on. Around Fabian. Jenko from the high slot for Schultz. Schultz fires. It's deflected wide. Side of the net. Score! Yes, King! Isabel King makes it 3-2 Team West. With Alex Duffalo, I'm Matt Popchalk, and it's the PIHL Girls Championship game on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. North controls off the faceoff. Fabian shoots, and that handcuffed Jamolkowski, but she covers it up.
Yeah, and Fabian.
Kolobosh over the line. Kolobosh from the circle floats it up high on Kanachi, who calmly holds it. By Warner. West takes it over. Dixon right down the middle. And that is held by Kanachi for a heartbeat. Ellie Fabian bounces it on Jamolkowski, who will not take any chances.
Guess the question now.
Welsh trying to force it back to center. Taylor has this puck now with under a minute to go. It stays just outside the line, and it was remaining. One last shot, maybe Beatty. It's bouncing on goal. Jamolkowski the save. Franis has it. And over Team North.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.